her right over here. She's swimming around with her calf, who is just 2 days old. So you guys are some of the first people that get to see our new baby here at SeaWorld. We're really, really excited about her. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys a little information about Sadie and her calf and tell you a little bit about the whole process of us having a baby here at Dolphin Stadium. Now, Sadie is 13 years old. She was actually born at the SeaWorld in Texas, but has lived here at SeaWorld San Diego for quite some time now. And you guys may notice there's another dolphin in with Sadie. The lighter colored dolphin, her name is Malibu. Now, Malibu is Sadie's very best friend, so we chose Malibu to stay in here and swim around and help Sadie out during the labor and birthing process. And now Malibu is in here and she's being a great help. She sometimes takes the calf and swims with her so Sadie can take a little rest, get a little sleep. So Sadie, Malibu, and our calf are the dolphins that you guys are going to be seeing today. Now, a lot goes into having a baby here at SeaWorld. Dolphins are pregnant for an entire year. So most of you guys know humans were pregnant for 9 months, but dolphins are pregnant for an entire year, which gives us a lot of time to prepare for this calf being born. And there are several different things that we have done to prepare for that. Now, one thing is we did regular ultrasounds on Sadie. So just like when we're pregnant, we go to the doctor and have a sonogram, same thing with our dolphins. We have a portable sonogram machine, which kind of looks like a little computer screen, and we'll ask Sadie to swim out to the glass and present her flipper. Then we'll have vets who are here 24 hours a day, and they'll take a little probe and move it around Sadie's belly. This helps us. We're able to see different visual pictures of the calf. We can see the heartbeat, make sure the calf is growing at a good rate. Kind of just makes us able to check up on the calf on a pretty regular basis. We also took measurements of Sadie. So we have trained all of our dolphins here at Blue Horizons to slide out onto a scale so we can get a measurement for them. But once a dolphin is pregnant, we don't want to have the dolphins put too much pressure on their bellies, so we train them to hold still, and we take a measuring tape and we actually wrap it all the way around their body. And so throughout Sadie's pregnancy, we were able to measure her, and we have a formula so we know what measurements she should be growing at so that she's gaining the right amount of weight for her calf. Now you guys may wonder, how did we know that Sadie was actually going into labor and going to give birth? Sadie's actual due date was October 24th, so she came a couple days early. Just like people, there is a wide time frame of when you're having your baby, so Sadie was kind of right on time of when we expected her calf. And what we did with Sadie when we thought she was getting close to becoming in labor is we took her temperature. So Sadie would hold still, and we would actually take her temperature once, even twice a day. And dolphin's temperature is very close to ours. It's about 98.4 degrees. But once they're about to go into labor, we see a dramatic temperature drop of about 2 degrees. So on Friday, Sadie's temperature, sure enough, dropped down to 96.4, which was a big sign that that baby might be coming. A couple other things we noticed is Sadie wasn't that interested in food anymore. Sadie loves her food. She's a very good eater. But as she was about to go into labor, we noticed that she didn't have any interest in eating fish. When we'd hand them to her, she'd usually just swim away. She wasn't really very interested. So this was another big sign that Sadie was probably going to go into labor soon. And lastly, we started seeing Sadie do some hunching and contraction-like movements. So Sadie will hunch over, and then she'll sometimes stretch her back, and these are signs of early contraction. So we were able to tell that Sadie, sure enough, was in labor. Now when Sadie was about to have a baby, the first thing we were looking for and the first thing that we saw were tail flukes. So with humans, we want usually a child to come out head first. With the dolphins, it's the exact opposite. We want the tail flukes to come out first. And this is for a really good reason. The tail flukes of a dolphin need to take some time in the water to kind of harden up and lay flat like you see them. Inside the mother, the dolphins are kind of curled around in little balls, so those tail flukes aren't very rigid, and we want those tail flukes to be able to help the dolphins swim as soon as they're born. So by having the tail flukes come on out first, that gives them a little bit of time to be able to firm up so that the dolphins are able to swim when they're first born. Now when we saw tail flukes, this was at about 1:30 on Saturday afternoon, and it took about an hour and a half for Sadie, once the tail flukes were out, for the whole calf to be born. Now once that calf was born, the first thing we're looking for is that calf to come up to the surface and take a big breath of air. Now dolphins don't really know how to swim when they're first born. The mothers are very integral in making sure that the dolphins come up to the surface to breathe. And Sadie did just that. She was a great mother. She swooped down and breath of air, which is exactly what we wanted. Malibu is also in the pool to help out with that process, which was great. And that's Malibu right there down there with Wendy. She's pointing at her. And the next thing that we really were looking for is for Sadie's calf to nurse. So nursing is how the calves get their source of nutrition, but it does take a little bit of coordination between the mother and calf to learn how to get the calf to nurse. Nursing takes place, you guys might actually get to see it as you're here during our presentation. You'll see Sadie swimming around, and you'll kind of see that she'll stop pumping her tail and just gently turn to the side. When Sadie does this, she's presenting her mammary glands, which are just above her tail fluke on that long, skinny portion of her body. It's called her peduncle. The calf is going to go down to that area, and her mammaries are right down there, and the calf will actually latch on, and that's where the calf will get its milk. Now, the calf does have a couple adaptations that help with nursing, and the first of those are the tongue of a calf. The tongue kind of looks feathery. It has little feathery structures on it, and this helps the calf be able to make a suction cup on the mammary so that no water gets in. Dolphins do not actually drink the water that they live in. They get all of the water that they need through the fish that they eat. So this helps kind of make a suction to make sure that calf is only getting milk. Now, the milk that Sadie provides her calf is very high in milk fat. To give you an example, Sadie's milk right now that she's producing for her baby is 33% milk fat. Now, if any of you drink whole milk out there, whole milk is about 4% milk fat. So, Malibu's showing off for you guys. She's waving. So Sadie's calf is getting a whole lot of milk, a whole lot of fat. This helps give the calf some blubber so she grows nice and strong, nice and big. Now, another thing that calves have that other dolphins that are larger you may not see on them is fetal folds. So as the calf swims by the glass, if you guys check her out, you'll notice white lines down her body. These are called fetal folds. They're adorable. You only get to see them on baby dolphins. And the fetal folds basically are from when the calf was inside the mother for that whole entire year. It's kind of curled up. So once the calf is born, you'll see those lines of where that calf is kind of curled up inside mom. They will eventually go away as the calf gets bigger. So it's really cool that you guys get the opportunity to see it, because it's not something you usually get to see on a full-grown dolphin. Now, who here thinks dolphins have hair? Raise your hands. Not very many people raising their hands. They actually do have hair. They are born with hair follicles. If you get really close to the baby, you can sometimes see them. They're along the mouth or rostrum of the dolphin. They're tiny little hair follicles, and these hairs actually fall out within a couple days of birth. The hairs are thought to help the calf find the mammaries of her mom so that she can start nursing. So this little calf does have some hair, and in a couple days they'll probably all fall out. But one thing that's really cool is if you look at some of our adult dolphins, you'll see the hair follicles of where the hair used to be. So if you get up close to a dolphin today, just check out their rostrum and you'll see little tiny dots, which are the hair follicles. Kind of cool, something that you don't get to see every day. Now, you guys may wonder, when are you guys going to see this dolphin in a show? Our training takes many, many years, about 3 to 5 years before Sadie's calf is going to be performing on her own in a dolphin show. But if you guys come back in about a year or so, you may see Sadie with her calf, and her calf will mimic a lot of the behaviors that mom does. Right now, we have Sadie and Malibu out here with the calf, and as the calf gets bigger, gets a little bit better at swimming, we're slowly going to introduce her to 10 other dolphins here at Blue Horizons. And we introduce the dolphins just a few at a time, just to make it nice and gradual, so the baby kind of gets to meet more animals. And eventually, we're going to move the calf to all the different pools here at Blue Horizons as well, so she'll get to learn the whole area. She'll be a little bit better at swimming, and she'll also become a little bit more independent of Sadie, so Sadie will allow her calf to swim away from her for a little while and spend time with other dolphins. Now, we're so excited that you guys got to come today and meet Sadie, Malibu, and our baby. We're really proud of our breeding program here at SeaWorld. Sadie's calf is our 80th calf born here. We have a very successful breeding program of not only dolphins, but also sea lions, puffins, penguins, killer whales, and seals. So we're very excited about all of our breeding here at SeaWorld, and it has taught us a lot of information about breeding, and we're able to help animals also out in the wild. Now, if you guys want to help, you can participate in naming this calf. So we are holding a contest on SeaWorld San Diego's Facebook page. All you have to do is become a fan of the Facebook page, and in a couple days, we're going to post a bunch of different names, and you you guys can go on, you can actually help vote for a name. We want to thank you guys all for coming today for our very special baby presentation. In a couple weeks, we hope to resume our Blue Horizons Dolphin show once Sadie's calf is a little bit bigger and moving throughout our pools. But we're really excited that you guys got to come and got to be some of the first people to see our baby today. There will be several trainers poolside. We're going to come on up. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. We'd be happy to answer them for you. And we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day here at SeaWorld San Diego.